Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Leo. So, Leo, I'm doing a reading as usual with my own tarot deck, so the cards that you'll see are from this deck. And just like Cancer's reading that I did the other day, your message feels very simple, very straightforward. And it feels like you are in a really good place, Leo. It feels like you know your way back to your heart. And whenever a situation shows the need to go back to your heart, it's like you know straight away what to do, how to prepare. So it feels like there's a little bit of tuning in to prepare for a situation. So there is a little bit of like this anticipation about when things are going to get a little bit rough, or there is a potential challenge that is going to require the best of you. But you know exactly what to do, you know exactly where to go or how to connect back with your heart, with your essence, because we're beginning with the Five of Cups. This Five of Cups was literally drawing this placement in your heart. The fives to me talk about, first of all, locating something with that X on a map. But the map is your own heart. The map is your own body. The map is your own internal state of being. And when you do that, when you cross that line in a sense, but not, as in like that phrase, cross the line, but when you mark that spot, that's the best way to say it. When you mark this spot of dropping into your heart, this is when you know that whenever something is, potentially threatening or triggering or challenging, you know that is the spot that marks your way back to your heart, right? It's almost like you are, in a sense, I'm seeing this as like this scene, right? As if you're leaving home, you're just going out. But to know the way back, it's like you need to leave breadcrumbs in a sense. And this is what you're doing with the Five of Cups. It has nothing to do with the traditional Five of Cups. It has to do with the path back to your heart. So whenever you follow those steps, whenever you follow that breadcrumb that you left, it's like you know how to drop back into your heart. And it feels like you're doing so very consciously, because the Ace of Swords is talking about this direction, this clear direction. So this is where you're leaving in a sense, or the way back, right? This is the destination in a sense. This is the spot that you are going out of when you need to, be in this practical reality, in this 3D mundane world. But then when you feel the need to go back, it's like, it's like you have both instruments, let's say. It's like you have both requirements. It's like you have the map in a sense with the spot that is marking where to go, and you do have this clarity to follow that direction. So your consciousness, Leo, is pretty much aware and awake, most of all, to go there, to follow those steps, to not allow anything to distract you. But you're also connected intuitively because of the moon. And it's interesting because the moon was a card that came up in the Cancer Extended that was clarifying, in a sense, what allowed Cancer to find that tool that was giving them this integrity, in a sense. But here, this card is coming through as like your divine connection. So you're connected consciously in this awakened state, but you're also deeply connected in the subconscious level, which is interesting because it feels like it's like working consciously and unconsciously as a unit. You see what I mean? So to find this place, and even to have like the intelligence to make this mark, to leave this remembrance, this breadcrumb path, so that you remember where your heart is. It's like it's part of using both of these intelligences, or these consciousnesses, or like levels of consciousness together. So you have both of them, and it seems like you It's like whenever you have this trigger, because this is what is happening here, it's like this is activated, this unit, this conscious and unconscious or subconscious unit is activated because of the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands here is the potential challenge. So here, this is coming through a little bit as the traditional meaning, but because I typically see this card as a path of flowers that is yet to bloom. So in a sense, the flowers are not there. What is there is the potential for the flowers to blossom and to grow and to become like a beautiful path instead of a challenging one. So you have to have that ability to perceive. You have to have that clarity to see beyond what is there, you know, in this bare land. So what seems to give this to you, this ability, is that, first of all, you do have a safe haven to go back to after you endure this or after you overcome this, right? So that is the first thing. But how you go from this, right? Because it seems like this is your safe place. But yes, you know, demands of real life, of this mundane reality, require that you often leave that cozy space, leave that safe haven. So there are challenges that demand that you act upon or that you go out of that heart, out of that comfort zone. But okay, so I want to rephrase that, because it's not like that, like you're leaving your heart as if you would forget it, right? That's why you're making that mark, so that you remember that this is where you left. Therefore, this is where you want to come back after you face this. So facing this, knowing that is, you know, a potential that, yes, holds challenges, but it also holds a lot of beauty, right? And progress and lessons and growth and experience and all of that, right? Once you take that path. So using your clarity, your conscious mind, your awakened mind, and your subconscious intuitive antenna, right? It's like uniting both of them. You can see this prior to occurring, prior to facing that challenge, but you also have like an extra strength or an extra tool, an extra instrument to go for this, to overcome this, and to find your way back. But after you unite what you have in your conscious awareness and your subconscious awareness, it seems like going through this challenging path or overcoming this challenge and, you know, choosing not to shy away from it, but instead like face it head on and then just get it through, it gives you a lot of sovereignty. It gives you a lot of like this kind of like being proud of yourself, patting yourself on the back, you know, being just grateful that you went through this till the end. Because with the King of Swords, it's like your awareness, your conscious belief that you could find your way through this and back to your heart, independent of the size or the like the amount of threat or like the critic situation that presented itself to you. It's like it doesn't matter what it was that, you know, that the challenge came to you as, or that was, you know, threatening you or scaring you or making you feel scared, wanting to make you feel scared. It's like, it's not about what's on the other side. It's a matter of you choosing to see that with the ability to perceive beforehand, right? It's like with the moon, you have the ability to anticipate the danger. So therefore you can prepare with both of these minds, both of these levels of consciousness together, working together to bring you this sovereignty, and sovereignty in a way that you realize how much this was enriching, right? Enriching in terms of like the mental capacity, or it's almost like maybe it has to do like training your brain to expand its own capacity to think straight and clear, because you do have that already. But it seems like it's almost like, you know, when you are in the woods, right? So imagine that, you know, the first time that you opened this path for your heart, that you left this mark, it's like you didn't have many tools, or you didn't have much experience. You didn't know about the landscape or the territory that you were in. So it's almost like you had like just these very primary tools or skills or abilities that allowed you to leave just a little mark, right? It's like the breadcrumb path was very small or delicate or vulnerable. So it's like the more you work with your consciousness, Leo, it's like the more open this path is back to your heart. The more this mark is actually just becoming more, what is the word, like more durable, more fortified, you know what I mean, right? So it's like the more you do this, the more you face challenges, like it's almost like you're training your intuition to anticipate like more, or like you know, with a long time before it happens. So it's like you can prepare better, right? I hope I'm explaining this in the best way that I can, because it's like you're opening up this path to your heart, right? That always leads back to your heart, and that gives you more and more confidence that that is the way to go, right? Just simply putting is that it's like you're telling yourself, you're telling your own mind, Leo, that you not only are, you know, improving, the more that you follow that path, the more that you go in and out of your heart to face challenges of life, right? Maybe daily, maybe every hour, maybe every step that you take, right? It's like, it's always like this, it's like wanting to leave this path as clear as possible back to your heart. But in order to do so, it's like you have to go back and forth. Like you have to go out of your heart and then go back into your heart. Because imagine, like, you know, walking on grass, right? Imagine that you're walking on grass, that it's just, you know, there is no clear path, right? Because there is no clear direction. So it's like you just pick a direction and you go, but then you go the same path, you know, several days after, and you go back and forth. And it's like your steps are creating this path and opening up this direction so that you know how to go there, how to go back there, you know, with a lot more, like, it's just so much more clear. I hope I'm emphasizing it the way that it deserves. So this is giving you confidence, Leo. This is giving you the certainty that you are working with your conscious mind in a way that is very enriching and very, it's like the skills that you're gaining are very reassuring to you, right? So the reassurance comes in terms of gaining independence. Whatever challenge you had at first, it feels like it's not going to be as scary as the first time that you took it on, that you faced it. Because the more that you go, the more clear the path is going to be. So it's almost like that. It's not going to be, you know, this dirt path anymore. It's like you're going to build something that is more durable, right? It's going to endure test of time, let's say. It's going to be, it's like it's just going to be stronger, so that, you know, whatever happens, you know, if the weather changes, you know, the external weather, you know, the time changes, if time passes, or even like if your internal weather changes, as in like you have these mood swings, like, and you lose your balance, or you lose your focus, or you lose your clarity, and you lose this track that you have open, it's like it's not going to be as vulnerable as the first time that you attempt to face this challenge. So this is giving you independence. So it's almost like learning how to do something for the first time, right? Like, let's say like riding a bicycle when we are a kid. It's like the first time it feel, or just driving or anything really, just walking, right? It's like the first few steps are going to be wobbly and shaky and maybe discouraging, but once you like keep on practicing, it's like, and you go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, it's like it's going to be more sedimented. It's like the foundations are going to be a lot more stronger, a lot more reliable. And this is what the Nine of Pentacles is talking about. The more you have the courage, the clarity, the intuitive antenna tuned in to face this, it's like the more you're going to encourage yourself. So here, this King of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles, it's like you are your own best friend in a sense, right? It's like you are the person that is literally encouraging yourself. So it's like you working with your brain, working with your thoughts, working with your conscious mind to say, I can do this. I'm going to get better at this. I am already getting better at this. It's like you can see, maybe you do have proof that this is working, right? Maybe those steps are not as shaky or as wobbly. So maybe you're gaining something. Maybe you are making money out of this. So it's giving you like proof that the more you go to face this, with courage, and not courage just, it's not just courage, it's clarity and certainty and direction, and also this knowingness that intuitively you are protected because of this divine mother, right? The moon, it's like this mother figure, this mother just entity, right? So it's like that you are protected because you are uniting your mind and your heart, because you know the way back to your heart always. And it's interesting because here we're ending with the Page of Cups. So your mind is really reliable. Your mind is really in a good place. It's like you're more confident that you can trust your own thoughts, that you're not maybe falling in that trick of self-sabotage or negative thinking. So it's like you can trust your own mind, you can trust your own like internal voice, because that's what this is, right? It's like communicating with the divine, communicating with your intuition, through your intuition. It's like you're allowing your intuition to speak to you and to show you this direction. That's why these layers of consciousness are working together. They are uniting because you're hearing yourself more. And because you're hearing yourself more, you're becoming more independent. And it's like you don't have to feel like you are vulnerable, or this path back to your heart is weak, or is, what is the word? It's like it's vulnerable to the conditions, to the external conditions, right? It's not going to fade away if you're not there, right? Because the more that you work on it, the more that you work on this ability to unite conscious mind and unconscious mind, it's like the more you know that you can do it, and the more that you know that you can do it, it's like this rippling effect, right? It's just strengthening and fortifying more and more and more your independence. And your independence, it's like gives like safety to this pure heart. I very often say that this Page of Cups talks about maintaining a pure heart despite anything external or any challenge that could deplete or just drain the purity of your heart, right? Or the spontaneity out of you. So it's like that you're becoming independent, that you have matured, and you have grown already so much. Like that you can like have this awareness, this logical perception, if you like sum the parts of everything that you have made, or you know, every step that you have taken, it's like, you know that you have already progressed a lot, Leo, but you have not lost your essence, your purity, the path to your heart. It's like we're opening with this mark that you have left to lead you always back to your heart, and we're ending with this Page of Cups, which talks about never losing this spontaneity, never losing this purity, this softness, this gentle heart, this connection to your heart. So the cozy place where you can be a child again, where you can be, you know, free and just, you know, carefree in a sense. It's like it's always there, but the more that you go back and forth, it's like, you know that this place, it's like guaranteed there to hold you like a mother holds a child, right? So it's like the potential that you saw here, the potential that you envisioned, despite the challenges, it becomes alive, it gains matter, it becomes manifested with the Nine of Pentacles because of your independence, because of your confidence, because of your knowingness that you're seeing progress in the way that you're not losing something that is crucial to you, which is your way back to your heart. You see what I mean? So it's a very empowering reading, really. So I hope that this was insightful for you. I am going to pull more cards for you, Leo, as well as the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me there, I'll be very happy to see you. You can find the link down below. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.